you have to try this 3-ingredient egg carton pie. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then take your crescent roll dough and start splaying it out and flattening it. You guys know the drill. Pop it out and then use your hands, or you can use a rolling pin to flatten your dough. It's important that everything is flat, and you are going to need 2 packages of this and 2 flattened pieces of dough. So keep that in mind as you prepare. Introducing your egg carton, it's best to use a dozen size, but you could do half a dozen if you want. I just think that it fits the dough perfectly, and it's more fun to have a larger size. So introduce your egg carton and make sure that your dough is completely flattened and stretched out evenly. Once you've done that, take 1 piece of dough and you're going to place it directly over the egg holes like so. You're going to want it so that it covers every hole and the edges of the container, but if it's not perfect, don't worry, because I have a hack that I'll show you soon. Take the remainder of your dough and cover the flap or the lid of your container as well, just like this. Instead of just using your fingers, you can also take an egg and reinsert the egg into its original holes and help press down the dough. You want to make sure your dough isn't super sticky, so depending on the texture of your dough, this might be trickier than with other doughs. Moving on, you're going to get some fresh strawberries ready, and you're going to cut the calyxes off. By the way, I may have totally mispronounced that word, but that's the top part that sprouts out of the strawberry. The reason I pick strawberries is because they fit so perfectly into the egg carton holes, but you can always put blueberries or you can put wild berries, whatever you think will taste best for your pie, but I'm going with strawberries. So you'll place 1 fresh strawberry in each hole. I'm so excited as this pie is already coming together quickly and we're almost to the finished result already. It's going to be so good, just watch. So once you have 12 or so strawberries filled in your egg carton holes, it's time for the 3rd ingredient, which is dark chocolate bark, almond bark. You could even do white chocolate, whatever you prefer, but you're going to add chocolate. I will say that using a bigger package like this makes it very dense and chocolatey and rich. So if you like it dense and chocolatey, then absolutely go for a brick. But if you want something thinner, you can go for a thinner, smaller, more regular chocolate bar. And then you're just going to line it up evenly inside of the lid of the egg carton. To break it up or shape it accordingly, but definitely a whole block of this will fit. And I just take the little pieces and extra shards that are left over and I fill in the gaps that remain. The next step is to take this 3-ingredient egg carton pie and close it on itself. This is how you're going to seal your pie. So you're just closing it, and then you notice that the dough meets itself at the edges and it comes out quite nicely. Even though this was a stickier dough, I will admit, it does pop off really nicely. And if you notice little gaps or tears, just fix it with your fingers and it'll re-adhere to itself. I love this novelty because it's such a fun shape and it's also a very functional shape. So some people might recognize right away, but you also might not recognize at all once it's out of the oven what actually created this decadent delicacy. And it's only 3 ingredients, and it's ingredients that are fairly cheap and easy to access. So you're going to pop it out of your egg carton. Again, like I said, fix the dough, and then I put it on parchment paper and onto a tray. Once you have your pie ready to go on the tray, head over to your oven, which should be preheated by now at 350 degrees, and pop it into the oven for 15 to 18 minutes. Time you can reflect on other recipes that you want to make or the exciting holidays ahead and around us. Okay, once it's ready, pull that bad boy out of the oven, and it's normal to see some, I guess you could say oozing might be the right word. I mean, I did use a lot of dark chocolate and the strawberries are pretty robust, but you need to let it cool. Definitely let it cool down and set. That is key to this. Once it's cooled off and it's set, take a fork and a knife, cut through this bad boy, and try it out and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and let me know if you made it or what you would do differently. If you try it out, let me know how it turned out for you. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought.